Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Hopkinton High School turf fields for Hopkinton Hillers girls varsity soccer on HCAM. As today we have a matchup of the undefeated, the 2-0 Hopkinton Hillers and the 2-0 Westwood Wolverines. Tom Nappy on the call. Happy to be joined by Morgan Donahue from Westwood Media Center, and we got Denise Untaki on camera. And Morgan, another great Hopkinton Westwood matchup we're about to witness. Happy to have you on the broadcast with us to bring the Westwood perspective, and we'd like to say hello to all the folks in Westwood tuning in as well, as this game's also airing on Westwood Media Center in addition to HCAM. But Morgan, good to have you, and this should be a great early season matchup here today.
I am looking forward to it. It is a spectacular weather game. So just like yesterday, the sun is a little bit higher than it was yesterday. You know, not dealing with those elements like we did, but got a nice little base tan yesterday. I don't know about you, Tom, but you know, it's. Well,
I was standing behind a camera, so I probably didn't get the tan quite as good as you. But, you know, my eyes got the tan.
Yes,
so I had to look up at the sun for a good amount. But that's okay. Today I'll get a good one. So it's a beautiful day out there. Temperatures in the 70s, a little warmer than yesterday, and a slight breeze as well. And Morgan, I know it's early in the season, but already a crucial matchup in the TVL Large. You got the Hopkinton Hillers fresh off of a pair of wins. They took down Dedham and Holliston on the road to start, and then Westwood, they took down Holliston as well and got a road win against Norwood. So two battle-tested teams, both undefeated, doing battle here today.
It's kind of similar to what we saw yesterday with field hockey. It was two teams that had you know, played well against the same teams. Nothing different, any different here with girls soccer. And, you know, Holliston, always a tough team. So both teams getting a nice win off them early on the season. But this is two completely different teams than last year. You know, you look at the Hopkinton roster, they got 6 starters that are either freshman or sophomore. In Westwood, very similar. They got a lot of underclassmen that are mixed with some great senior leadership. And it'll be interesting to see how they play. This is a big game. You know, you come out to Hopkinton, it's not an easy place to play on the road. And, you know, especially when you get the lights on and you get HCAM, you know, rolling and it's live. You know, there's a lot of attention on this game, and rightfully so.
Absolutely. And why don't we take a look at the starters? We'll start off with the Hopkinton Hillers. It's going to be Taylor Scaff in net today for the Hillers. Also in the starting mix, you have Ayla Chase, Marin O'Connor, Nina Clement, who wears number 11, a new face to the roster, Emma Prisco wearing number 13, Ava Lacochi wearing number 16, Ashley McCann number 18, Logan McNerney, and number 21, Riley Colleran, number 24, Alex Clark, 28, Natalie Prisco. And for the Westwood Wolverines, Morgan, tell us about their starters.
Yes, we got Natalie Unger making her first career start. She's played a bunch, but her first career start tonight. Shout out Natalie. Olivia Mason starting it on defense, Lindsay Bannister, Erin Gannon, Vanetta Stamatakos, Avery Bohm, Izzy Hansen, Sophia Bertone, Emma Lou, Madison Travers, and Bella Wendt.
Hillers are in the green. They'll be working left to right across your screen. Westwood in the white, and we are underway. Home opener for the Hopkinton Hillers here today. Ayla Chase got things started. She's wearing number 5. Sometimes you'll see her in net wearing 00, but today she's out there with the forwards wearing number 5.
So Tom, right off the bat, feeling a little bit of a wind, which will help, you know,
constant
in the back.
Wind too.
So it's going right to left. So if Westwood can get some deep shots on net, you can get some shots potentially over the goaltender if you get, you know, some on it and you get the wind behind it. So something to keep an eye on when you have the wind in your back.
Right, the wind blowing towards the Hiller net. So if you're going that way, as Westwood is in this first half, you'll probably have a little bit of an advantage. as that is sent up into the box in Westwood territory. Along the end line, play it goes. Oh, just kept in. And it looks like there was some number changes on the Hiller roster. We'll have to get filled in on who number 27 is. But here's Ayla Chase looking for a shot, and it's brushed away by a defender.
It's kicked out by Stamatakos. Very talented freshman for the Wolverines. Keep an eye on her. She is an exceptional young talent they have on this squad. They got a bunch of them too.
Wolverines working into Hiller territory. As Lizzie Bannister sent it to the far side. Into the box now, and Scaff will pick it up.
So last year, both teams went 1-1. I believe the Hillers had an early victory, similar to last year, played around this time of year where it was like a 4-0 game. And then Westwood had a big win at home on senior night. And it was a live game on the only live game for girls soccer last year on Westwood Media Center. So very exciting game, and these two teams, they always have these type of games.
Absolutely. A huge win for Westwood last year towards the end of the year. And, Hillers pulled off the win in the first one. Westwood got the win in October. Hillers have won 3 of the last 4 against Westwood.
I had said on the call, I hadn't remembered the last time Westwood had won, because not only was Hopkinton winning, they were winning, 5-0, 7-0, and they were dominant. They hadn't lost a game in the TVL in 2 years, Tom.
Well, yeah, I think before that it was the 22-23 season.
Yeah,
Westwood
might have been longer.
took one of the meetings.
Yeah.
Marin O'Connor along the left side. Trying to find Lacochi at the corner of the box, booted away. It's going to be a throw-in for the Hillers.
Good layer defense there by Olivia Mason and Izzy Hansen, both captains for the Wolverines, 2 of the 4 captains. One of the captains is out today, Olivia Shea. Hansen, who's typically a striker, has moved back to the midfield to take that Shea's place today.
Throw in for the Hillers along the far side. We got a lot of the younger siblings coming up for the Hillers. If you remember Georgia Clark, who was a sensation for Hopkinton, her sister Alex Clark in the starting mix. She's a tremendous athlete. And of course you have Sofia Zugananis, sister of Nina, as here comes Bannister. Along the corner of the box on defense, Emma Prisco sends it back.
Bella Wynn, nice move there to create some space. I think you're going to see a lot of that, Tom, where you got 2 athletic teams, throw that ball into space and use your athletes. See what they do with speed and space. And fraction on the field, it's going to be call on Hopkinton. Westwood's going to have the kick.
Free kick for Westwood. Venita Stamatakos set to take it, the freshman.
She's got a brother on the boys team, a sophomore. He's an exceptional talent. That was a booming kick.
Great boot there. Scaff's going to have to wrap it up. Taylor Scaff, sophomore goaltender for the Hillers. Hillers are fortunate to have 3 goaltenders they can really rely on. Taylor Scaff and the 2 seniors, Ayla Chase and Ella Nye.
I remember Scaff from last year, I believe. Was she playing as a freshman last year?
She certainly was.
Either that or I had the wrong name on the call, but I said her name a bunch last year. She was terrific.
Yeah, she started a number of big games for the Hillers, and this season you're going to see a lot more of her to get Ayla Chase and in there as a forward, and maybe Ella Nye some time on the field as well. So to the net, wrapped up.
Sophia Bertone comes out to pick it up. Very smart play. She does a fantastic job of anticipation, and you need that in your goaltender, to come out, get the ball, and to be able to beat the player to it. She's a terrific athlete, comes from a fantastic athletic family. Her brother was the defensive MVP of the TVL in baseball last year, and he's going to be playing baseball next year at Bentley University. So shout out to John Bertone.
Yeah, in Hopkinton or Westwood, you get a lot of those athletes, those D1 colleges.
You guys had an all-scholastic, I think, Pedroli, I think was all-scholastic for baseball. So it was very talented.
We had a couple soccer players as well, Madison Recupero.
Maddie Recupero, I was going to say another player, too.
Here comes Westwood. Bannister looking for an attack. A couple defenders able to get in front of her. Sending it back to the goalie is Clark.
Bannister's got some speed. She runs the 100-yard dash in the spring track and field.
Hillers trying to work their way into Westwood territory. Nina Clement with it, sends it up.
Oh, boom. That's an underrated play there. She was running out of space, kicked it out of bounds. It looked like it might have been tracking for a corner, but she did a a great job being able to just get to the ball and kick it out of bounds versus kicking it out the end line.
And back out of bounds it goes. Throw in Hillers.
Good start so far. Both teams kind of sizing each other up.
Yeah, they're kind of feeling each other out, but we're seeing some good pressure from both sides as Prisco throws it in. Into the box now and booted out. And there's McNerney putting it back towards the attack zone. Along the far side. Hillers trying to creep back into the box.
So
the Westwood defenders are staying on top of them, not giving them much space. And there's a good steal.
Wolverine could have some numbers if they keep the speed up. Erin Gannon looking for Bannister. She's got an angle. Can she get a shot off?
Bannister approaches and booted away by the defender, Alex Clark.
Good clean play. She got all ball there, no call.
And that ball's still in. There's a shot wrapped up by Scaff.
That was a good defensive play. Great adjustment. Westwood caught them, shorthanded by on that send pass. Bannister with a good look and a clean slide tackle to, defend that nicely.
Hillers trying to work it back into Westwood territory. You see Nina Clement matched up with Bella Wen, the Westwood captain. And it's the second Nina we've had wear number 11. Nina Zuganatis was number 11 for a few years, and now Nina Clement will wear number 11 for the Hillers.
It is the official pastime of the Ninas to pass down the number 11 jersey.
That's right. Maybe there's some tradition we don't know about. Along the far side, that's Olivia Mason for Westwood. And
I haven't heard of a Nina soccer player that wasn't an all-star. They're always studs.
Mason sends it down past Colleran as McNerney will send it back to Scaff.
This is Hopkinton's MO. So good at those short passes to move the ball forward, create some good momentum.
Prisco moves it up and popped out of play. Hillers looking to move into attack territory. Working along the near side, that's Marin O'Connor, sends it back. And that pass deflected.
Hansen finds Unger. Unger's got some speed. Keep an eye on this. She's got Gannon to her left, who's a great goal scorer. Gannon.
Good cross and the shot, and a nice save there by Scaff. Erin Gannon on the attempt. Out in front, and that one just wide from Izzy Hansen.
Oh, how about the speed there on Unger? You give her the ball in space, she does not slow down. She is just as fast with the ball in her foot than she is with it not on her foot. And you saw right there, and a good look on the pass inside to Gannon.
About 9 minutes into action here in half number 1. Corner for the Wolverines. That was good pressure there, and they look to continue. Bannister will take the
little pass on the corner.
Pass from the corner.
Change the angle like that. Oh, pass inside. They got a player. Offside.
Just offside. Well, they had a good look too, but just a little too far ahead. And the offside whistle sounds, and Scaff will kick it away.
Some good looks. I think that's part of the game plan for the Wolverines. You want to get the first goal. And they've had some really good looks here early on, forcing Scaff to come out and make some difficult saves.
I've been told number 27 is Natalie Prisco, so she is listed as 28, but in fact wearing number 27 today.
That's like every high school has uniforms where you don't have the same number in both home and away, so sometimes you have a different one. I know I had one for a couple of years, and they're like, what are you in the away jersey? And I was like, well, you'll find out. Look for the guy who's going to score a bunch. And they were underwhelmed, and I had to tell them because it was not scoring a bunch.
So they didn't really care anyway.
No, they moved on very quickly.
Throwing for Westwood along the far side. Good throw into Travers. Works it up towards the box. Sent away to the far side.
Olivia Mason, one of the captains, she did a terrific job taking on the task of defending Maddie Recupero last year. They were trying to use her skill set on the outside, and Mason did a terrific job going one-on-one with one of the most talented, soccer players to ever come through the TVL.
And that is not someone who's easy to defend either.
Very shifty, good kick, high IQ. She was an exceptional player.
Some good back and forth here.
And she had some exceptional players to play with too, which, when you have good players playing with good players, they just bring their game to another level.
Absolutely. Those teams were a lot of fun, and some great athletes up and coming. And this girls' soccer team for Hopkinton, they're going to be good for a very long time, I think.
Yeah. Well, what happens is when you have a good team like they've had for many, many years, you get the community at the games. You get the youth watching them. They want to be the next Maddie Recupero. They want to be the next Scaff. Some of these players.
There's a cross, top of
we
the
gotta
box.
Look. Offside.
Just a little too far ahead is Stamikos, and offsides is called.
That's how you start a dynasty, though, Tom, is when you have these successful teams and the youth are watching them and want to be that next all-star. It fires them up. Fires them up for years to come, and they get enrollment goes up. The skilled sessions, everything goes up.
Yeah, looking at this Westwood roster, they got a good amount of returning talent as well, and not too many seniors. So they certainly have some good talent coming up through the ranks.
Yep. A lot of club players, so that's big for the underclassmen. Is a lot of them are playing on these club teams in addition to the town and Westwood when they're not in their regular season.
Along the far side now. Pass over by Marin. O'Connor. Back out of bounds it goes. Hillers throw it. Coming into the game for the Hillers, Lily Clark. For Westwood, Lindsay Bannister coming back in. Cassidy McGovern going to take a breather for Westwood, and Emma Prisco for the Hillers.
Cassidy, one of the very talented freshmen the Wolverines have. She had her first assist in her first ever varsity game on a corner kick.
Correction, Marin O'Connor is going to take a breather for the Hillers. Prisco going to stay in. And bounds it goes. Throw in Westwood. 13 minutes into action here in the first half. Both teams have threatened. A couple of shots on net apiece.
Good throw by Mason.
And this game, this is going to be just a great back and forth battle.
It's going to be like a field hockey game where it's just tight defense, and kind of the team that makes a mistake here and there is the team that is going to be able to capitalize on those is the one that's going to walk away with a win.
And Prisco coming up the sideline has it knocked out of bounds. She'll take the throw in. Trying to feed Prisco along the edges. Chase.
Boom, some solid defense there. Nowhere to center it.
There's Clement. She'll send it back. A boot there by Lily Clark into the box.
I like that. I like that play. Throw it into the box. You're going to get some ricochets. You can fight for it too.
And knocked out of bounds. That was a great job by Riley Colleran along the left corner, keeping it in.
What you're going to see too is a lot of physicality. We're not talking about body checks, but you're going to see players stand their ground. There's a lot of 50-50 battles. And those are the teams that come away with a lot of these wins because they're maintaining the possession. They're not afraid to set themselves up for keeping the ball and being able to move it upfield.
Westwood wins the throw in this time. Olivia Mason gets it in. Sent up by Travers. Header by Lily Clark. Clark doing battle with Bannister. Bannister boxing her out, trying to get through. Nice stop by Clark. Prisco back to Clark.
Nice
Lily
move.
putting on the moves. Back to Prisco. Hiller's trying to spread it out. Clark moves it up over to Natalie Prisco.
Bella Wynn able to get a foot on that one, which allowed Mason to move the ball forward. Westwood gets possession, so really nice adjustment made there for the Wolverine defense.
And what makes these two programs so strong, it's really just ball handling, and they both have great speed as well.
Yes. Multi-sport athletes. Almost every girl on this field right now for Westwood, and probably Hopkinton too,
for the most part,
play another sport.
Oh, absolutely.
And they're sports where speed matters. It's not like we're seeing them.
A good amount of track stars on the field.
Yes, yeah, we see a lot of relay and a lot of 100-yard dash, hurdlers, everything.
Stamikos moves it up to midfield. Trying to get through was Lakochi.
So I want to give a shout out. Izzy Hansen, number 19 midfielder, just broke the all-time points record at Westwood High School the other day in the win versus Norwood.
Here comes Westwood and offside.
That's the third one. They've been close, but I like that. Be aggressive. You know, it's they're close, very, very close from here. We can't tell. I mean, the official might say otherwise, but
right.
You know what? You got to be aggressive, especially against these D. And I think it's, you know, some of those looks sending it up. I like that kick down here to kick it in the box. It was a good look to, you know, have a 50-50 battle for it.
Scaff sends it up. Well, yeah, some officials might give you a step, but that's not the case today.
No, they want to see the outside goals. You know, they want to see the nice boots, a header, you know, maybe a rebound.
Sent up by McCann. Out in front of the Westwood box, trying to slip in his chase. Along the end line and just out of play. She tried her best to get there, but just a step late. It is going to be a Hiller corner.
So our second corner of the game, Westwood had one, but they passed on it, so they didn't get a shot towards the net. See what the Hillers go with. They always have a great corner kicker. Puts it right in that back post area.
Lily Clark, the freshman, set to take it.
That's a good one.
Great air under that one. Header and just a little high.
Good
Nearly a
there.
score by McCann. It was a great setup, or actually that was 60 Lakochi. It was a great setup, but just over the net it goes.
So Westwood going to make some adjustments, or some substitutions. So oncoming for the Wolverines, Charlie Jurgens, freshman, as well as Lily Pados. He's going to give Izzy Hansen a breather, as well as Madison Travers. But these freshmen, coach not afraid to play them. They are very, very talented. They also bring a nice spark to the offensive game. So when you have that and you're one of the upperclassmen getting a breather, you're coming back on with some energy, seeing what these young kids are doing out there when they're maximizing their playing time.
Along the far side into the Westwood box, and trying to get there was Clement, but wrapped up by the keeper. The Hillers, they're led by first season head coach Dan Collins, as Tom Skiba recently retired prior to this season. He had a tremendous run with this Hiller team, as we have an injury along the far side, but Dan Collins steps up from being an assistant on the boys' side to take over on the girls' side. And
it's been common. We've seen that from time to time. I saw Scott, the boys hockey coach, came from the girls program. He was the girls coach for girls hockey for a couple of years before Scott Hayes, and then, became the boys coach.
It also happened with our basketball program as well.
It's common,
It certainly is.
Sometimes you want a little change,
Good boot here by Clark, and approaching his chase and a dive, and what a save there.
Bertone, smart play, able to come out and get the big save. That was a great boot from the outside, and that is Hopkinton's best look of the game. So both teams with a really good look so far. So far, two quality saves by each team's goaltenders.
Frisco trying to work the near side up against Unger. For a correction, that was 18 Bohm.
Bohm, yep.
Bannister trying to turn it upfield.
Bannister had a big goal. She had the game winner in the Westwood Hopkinton game last year in Westwood.
I'm sure there's some Hillers out there thinking of that.
On the call, we
don't want that to happen.
We said
again.
Bannister on the doorstep.
Great call, by the way, in that game.
Oh, thank you.
And some nice moves here by Natalie Prisco, keeping possession as she gets it over to Alex Clark. And now sent up into the box and wrapped up.
Offside called before that, so I think it's going to be, the ball's going to be on the ground. So the Westwood's going to, instead of it being a goal kick, it's going to be a kick from right here. So that's actually a big deal because Bertone's got a boot. When she's able to kick it out of her hands, she can kick it past the 50. But when you got Stamatakos, she can do it as well. That's a heck of a boot right there from the freshman defender.
Good boot up the far side. Westwood throw-in, set to take it, Natalie Unger. She'll send it back. Wolverines making a substitution. Cassidy McGovern coming back into the game.
So we have all four freshmen on the field right now.
Natalie Unger, the sophomore, will come out.
Natalie had a great look early in the game. Bannister sent it to her in open space, and she was able to get a nice look on that net.
Looking to approach, sent up the far side. Nice Nice job by the Hillers defensively, covering up that edge of the box. A boot by Alex Clark sends it up the sideline. And that's what the Hillers like to do, send it up the sideline and send your speedsters to go get it.
Yep.
Catherine Chow sends it over.
No different in football with the Dolphins, and you got Tyreek Hill and you got Tua. Just go vertical. Send it. Just go down there. I'll find you.
Well, they didn't do that Sunday.
They did not do that Sunday. No.
Here comes Westwood with it.
Oh,
is Juergens.
good pass there by Juergens.
Good feed towards Bannister and booted away towards the sideline.
Nice play there. Well, Wolverines, if they can hurry, they can have an extra player up there. Hiller players were kind of slow to get up.
And that was a good effort by Lily Clark. You don't want Bannister to get by you there, so she just put it towards the sideline, let him have the throw in. Here's Bohm. Towards the top of the box.
There by Juergens.
Good feed. The Hillers defense ready for it, sent back up. That is sent through over to Prisco. Prisco airs it out. Back and forth we go along the far side. Sent out a play. It's going to be a Hiller throw-in. Along the sideline now, trying to work her way upfield is Chow. Chow sends it over. Getting out in front of it is Stamatikos, excuse me. Having a tough time with that one, Morgan.
Stamatikos. Yeah. I said it a bunch of times last year because her brother was scoring a bunch of goals. Juergens was doing some great moves to keep the possession and change the angles.
17:30 and counting left to go in what has been an action-packed first half. Game remains scoreless, but both teams have had good opportunities.
Very entertaining. It's been somewhat of a chess match. Two good teams, and every time they've had a stop, they've done a great job of moving the ball. They've turned these stops into offense. Kind of reminded me of the field hockey game yesterday. A lot of the great defense turned into fast break opportunities. We're seeing similar things here in this game.
Hiller field hockey getting a nice win over Westwood yesterday, a 4-0 final. Juergens sends it over.
A good backup there by McGovern. She's back on the field. She subbed in.
McGovern with a cross and booted away by Clark.
These freshmen really getting another, just like they did versus the Panthers, bringing a little buzz out there. As the starters are getting a little breather right now, they'll come back on the field with a little pep in their step when seeing the freshmen do this.
Izzy Hansen back into the game for Westwood.
So get this. So Hansen, the all-time points leader in Westwood girls soccer history, 33 points. Her freshman year and her junior year, she was hurt. Only 5 points that year. She had a breakout sophomore year, 15 goals, 10 assists. So, what an exceptional talent she is, and expecting a big year out of her. She had 2 assists in the Norwood game the other night.
That is certainly impressive. That's a similar situation with Hopkinton. Georgina Clark has the all-time scoring total, and she was hurt her sophomore year, oddly enough.
So if I'm Westwood here, Tom, with the wind at your back, I'd want to get it right in the box. Get it right as close to the net as you can. Anything can happen there. A bounce, a ricochet, a header. Use that wind to your advantage. Izzy's got a boot. She could certainly do it.
Here's the captain, and it's a beauty towards the net, wrapped up by Scaff.
See, it's almost like they're listening to us.
Right.
That was a good look. Those are tough saves to make. If you get that right under the bar, it's a very, you got to get up there to make those saves. Very difficult.
I was going to say, if your football team needs a field goal kicker, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. That was a good 40-yarder.
Here comes Westwood once again. Izzy Hansen along the corner. Crosses it over, a header out of the box. Now along the right side.
Got McGovern over there, but well defended by the Hillers.
Certainly was, as Ashley McCann sends it towards the sideline.
Senior Ashley McCann. She's one of, I think, 5 seniors that were starting tonight.
Yeah, she's going to be heavily relied on this season.
Yeah.
One of the captains as well.
Key position there on the defensive, on the outside. A lot of teams try to use their speed to the outside. If you got some good senior leadership, some good senior talent over there, that is a cornerstone to a good team in a long, deep TBL run and playoff run.
Hillers throw in. as we approach 14 and a half left to go.
So
Izzy Dune back into the game for the Hillers.
So, Tom, as you can hear, both benches very active. Westwood calls their bench the Benergy. You know, they get a lot of energy from it, and they, you know, the big games, you can hear them very active. Looks like Molly Crummett going to check in for the Wolverines. It'll be, I believe, potentially her first action of the season. It'll be, she's fired up going in. So Molly Crummett going in, Gannon going back in, as well as Travers. So Crummett is going to bring a nice little pace to the game.
It's like a line change.
Yes, it was. It was like, and coming off for the Wolverines are some of the freshmen, all three freshmen forwards. So McGovern, Jurgens, and Patos, who did a great job.
I think both teams are going to give everybody a taste of this one.
But what an advantage if you have a team where you can make substitutions and you got fresh legs in that second half and deep in the game. Huge advantage.
Certainly is. Well, one thing that's been a fact with this Hiller girls team, no matter what grade you are, if you're on this roster, you're going to get some playing time, and you better be ready.
Yeah.
At a play it goes along the far side. It's going to be a Hiller throw-in, I believe.
So Hillers with the home field advantage probably knew the wind patterns and said, we want the wind in our back in the second half. I'd have to imagine that went into the decision-making process.
Well, they got a meteorology center, and they're able to...
that helps. That always helps, yeah. Well, it's just, I'm sure they've played enough games, you know, even at the youth level before they even got into high school to know, hey, the wind is going to go right to left on this field. And it definitely seems like a wind tunnel on this field. We've had some cold games here.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you, they strategize pretty well, but I don't know if they look too deep into the wind situation.
Yeah, well, you know what? Oh, nice pass.
Dune sends it up and charging ahead. There's a shot turned away.
Sophia Bertone on the spot with a big save.
Another tremendous save by Bertone. Nina Clement on the shot. And great pressure by the Hillers, and they're going to try to keep it going off the throw-in.
Sophia Bertone came right out to get that one, got right in front of it, makes the big save, keep it scoreless here with 12 minutes remaining in the first half.
Westwood throw-in, boom, gets it in. Stamatikos sends it to Bohm. Back to Stamatikos. Along midfield, Travers.
Trap the far side. That door was closed by, looked like, number 18, Ashley McCann. Called her name a few times.
Colleran moving it up towards Desmond. Throw in Hillers. Quick throw in there by Chow. Along the edge, Prisco. Putting on the moves. Prisco gonna try to cross it in. And there's
Westwood
Nina
closing
Clement.
in on it.
Yeah,
did a great job jumping in on that. Now,
good clear by the Westwood
ball.
Defense.
I thought it was going to be a loose ball because the green jerseys blend in with the field, so I thought there was more space to it until I saw the Hiller defender play it.
Lily Clark moves it up and booted away.
Smart play. Stamatakos kicks that out of bounds. Able to get an angle on that to make it a throw-in versus a corner kick.
On the throw-in for the Hillers will be Lily Clark.
Just over 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. Both teams scoreless.
Nice.
Got a little playoff feel to it.
Certainly does. It already feels like mid-season.
Yeah, it does. Not much.
I mean, when you get these
rust.
big matchups early in the season,
Very sharp.
You know, both teams are really looking forward to it, and
both teams
they're going to give it their all. That's the type of feel that a game like this could have.
You tell there was some film study that probably went on. You know, just understanding what the teams are trying to do out there. But you know, each team has matched each other's effort when it comes to advancing the ball and getting solid looks on net. And there is a great boot by Bertone, who I mentioned earlier. When she's got the ball in her hands to do a goal kick, she is consistently kicking it across the 50.
Well, she's had some incredible saves so far in this first half, and she'll certainly have to be on her A game today. Clement with the cross along the far side of the box. Who's going to get there? Chow trying to battle it out. Sent out a play by Olivia Mason. Throw in for the Hillers. Off the entry, Ashley McCann. And knocked back out of play. It'll be Westwood ball this time.
Right around that spot is where Bridget Mulkeen hit a ball halfway up the tree line in the playoff softball game. It was a first inning home run. It was the furthest ball I think I've seen hit in a softball game.
Well, there was a couple hit to that tree line last year.
Yeah.
There's probably a few softballs in those woods.
Yeah.
Go and get yourself a few souvenirs.
Absolutely. Go walk right to Play It Against Sports. You know.
A lot of home runs on
that
that softball turf last year.
Nice move there. Number 9.
Maren O'Connor sending it up into the box. Looking for the shot here, and it's wrapped up. Good pressure. Ayla Chase getting the shot off. The defender, Avery Bohm, able to just get in front of it.
Good hands by Bertone. A lot of times you see goalies under pressure, they don't get it cleanly every time when they're trying to get their hands on it, where a rebound comes and then you'll see a lot of goals happen with, you know, the ball, loose ball sitting right next to the goaltender. So she's been clean so far on those balls that have gone into the box to get her hands on it, and no fumble.
Bohm on the entry. Unger puts it deeper into Hiller territory. Here comes Hansen.
Yeah, I was going to say, does she look to the net with the wind in her back? Why not?
Yeah, steal there by Izzy Doon on the far side. Izzy gets it over to Colleran. Moved up into Westwood territory. Colleran trying to slip it through. And there's Prisco.
Oh, great play. Olivia Mason got a foot on that one and able to send it across the 50. And Westwood jump on it. Juergens jumps on it. Ball ricocheted, though, off of Hansen.
Well, both teams defending tight along those sidelines. They don't want to allow for any breakaways coming up those sidelines.
No, it's definitely keeping, if you're going to beat us, you got to beat us in the middle of the field, which is tough to do. That's where all the players are.
Prisco looking to slip through and puts it into the box, and it's wrapped up. I think that went a little further than she wanted it to. She was looking for Clement there.
See the boot from Bertone. She flips the field with her goal kicks. And just on that kick itself, Westwood has the ball right up at the 50.
Off the throw in.
That was Mason.
Here's Clark trying to get it
A
through.
deflection.
Oh,
She's got
a little
speed.
mishap there. Into the box and picked up by Scaff just before Unger could get there.
Just like Bertone, clean hands by Scaff there, able to pick it up, no fumble. Nicely done.
And the sophomore goaltender keeping her cool under pressure.
Under nerves, yeah.
You saw that little
Nerves.
mishap by Lily Clark. It got by her, but Scaff says, "Don't worry, I got this."
Yeah. It's like, you know, when you're at the DMV and you know, you're in line and you're waiting and you got all that stress and they're staring at you when you're trying to sign your name. I can't do that with, you know, with soft hands. You know, it's the pressure they're able to do it is far greater than that.
Now, the DMV is always stressful. No matter
Always
what.
stressful. They always just, you know, they want you in and out, you know, and it's.
Here come the Hillers along the far side. The cross. And a good box out along the box by Stamatikos.
Look at Unger getting back in the play. She came all the way back from about 40 yards back to play a little defense.
And we're going to get a timeout called by the Westwood Wolverines. 5:22 left to go in the first half. It's been a great back and forth battle so far. We remain scoreless in what has been a tough physical defensive battle as expected. We'll step aside. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Soccer on HCAM. HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by the Dentist at Hopkinton. The Dentist at Hopkinton provides services including comprehensive dental care, same-day crowns, facial aesthetics, periodontal care, cosmetic dentistry, and implant dentistry. The dentist at Hopkinton is located at 77 Main Street and online at hopdent.com. Off the timeout, 5:21 left to go. Hopkinton Hillers, Westwood Wolverines. Girls varsity soccer game 3 for both these teams, and both teams 2-0 and 0. Along the near side, putting on the moves is Bohm. And a nice stop there by Lily Clark, who sends it up. And a good feed by Marin O'Connor to Clement. Clement along the end line gets it out. Looking for a shot here, and it's in! What a score! Izzy Dunn with the goal. That was just a great feed to Dunn, and she is able to put it in at 4:57 left to go to make it a 1-0 Hiller lead. Marin O'Connor with the setup. And Dunn pops it in top shelf.
That was a good kick. Lefty kick. She jumped on a loose ball and just put it on net. Good things happen when you put it on net.
They certainly do. Hiller is working up the far side now. Moved up to Prisco. And out of play it goes. Hiller throwing. Correction, Westwood throwing. A good momentum boost for the Hillers, getting that score towards the end of the first half. Along the sideline, sent to the box once again and cleared away. A nice clear there. Clark sends it back. Scaff. Back to Clark. Turns it upfield towards Chow. Back and forth we go. Wolverines looking for a response. Marin O'Connor gets it over to Lily.
Jurgens looking. Nice play there by the Hiller defenders.
Dunn looking for Clement.
Bohm doing a good job. Instead of kicking it out of bounds, just moving it where Westwood can keep the possession.
Westwood looking to clear. Clement, good box out. Looking to approach. Sends it over towards Chow. A little too much. Jurgens is there to move it up the far side. Sending it back down is Clark. Chow has some speed. Gets it into the box, and it'll be wrapped up.
2 minutes, 51 seconds remaining. The clock will stop at 2. The rest of the time will be on the official's whistle. But pivotal time in the game. Both teams, want to get that late goal. That late goal is always an important one where if you're the team that scores it, it's certainly a big momentum shifter. If you're the team that gives it up, you have all half to think about that.
Right.
It's a bitter taste to have in your system, during the halftime. But
But I'll tell you what, no matter what team it is, they cannot take their foot off the gas in this game.
No.
Off the throw-in. Sent through by Dunn. Collarant. Good back and forth here.
So difficult to settle that ball when it's,
You see,
elevated.
Look at that tight defense that Westwood's playing. They're really just trying to take away any space.
Yeah. Try to close that door. And then not only do that, turn it into some quick movement going the other way. They got it on the other side of the 50, but Hiller's able to come away with it. Nice move there by 22.
Chow sends it up.
Chow.
And sent towards the sideline out of play by Wen. It'll be a Hiller throw-in. Clock is stopped for the final 2 minutes of regulation. We're on officials' time for the remainder. Boot there by Clark. Along the near side, Marin O'Connor. Trying to get by the defender, sends it back. Nice move by Lily Clark. Towards the top of the box, and we got an offsides call. Just a step too far is Natalie Prisco. Sophia Bertone set to send it away.
Oh, good kick.
Good air under that one. Along the far sideline, Colleran. Pops it off Wolverine, Hiller throwing. Final moments of the first half. Good battle along the sideline. And that is going to do it for the first half of play at the break. It is the Hopkinton Hillers 1, Westwood Wolverines 0. Morgan, a lot of game left. What a battle it's been. Tough physical defensive game. And Westwood, they're going to have to get some more pressure going and try to get a goal of their own in this second half. But so far, so good by both teams, and really it's the gritty battle that we expected in this matchup.
Absolutely. I mean, soccer's a game of adjustments, and the biggest adjustment made in the game is the halftime adjustment. You know, when it comes to those substitutions where you have a little bit more energy in your team because you've been subbing. You know, so that's when we're really going to start seeing, you know, which team has a little bit more in the tank. Also, you know, on that goal by Izzy Dunn, freshman, gonna have to check. Is that her first career varsity goal? You know, we'll have to confirm.
I believe it is, yes.
Yeah, we'll have to confirm. So if it is, shout out to Izzy Dunn. Congratulations, first varsity goal. But yeah, we'll see which team makes the adjustment. It's a one-goal game. Westwood can chip one in there, tie right up, or Hopkinton can also take the 2-goal lead. But we'll see. You know, but excited to see what the second half brings after a very exciting first half we just saw.
We certainly will. We're going to step aside. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the second half at the break. Hopkinton Hillers 1, Westwood Wolverines nothing. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Soccer on HCAM and also airing today over on Westwood Media Center. Stick around, a lot more game left to go. The 2025-26 Hopkinton Hillers fall season started this week. The first home game was Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Soccer hosting Holliston on Thursday, September 4th, and the Hillers got off to a good start. Have that out tonight for you so you can see this game in its entirety as the Hillers charging ahead into the box. There's a shot and a score. Tim Zakharov gets the Hillers on the board. Zakharov, just a great breakaway coming upfield. And at 32-17 makes it 1-0 Hillers. It remained a 1-0 Hiller lead into the second half. Sends it over. Shipped upfield by Zakharov. Looking for that right edge. Here come the Hillers looking to attack. The cross, and just over. A beauty of a cross, but just a little too much under that one. The Hillers hang on and win their home opener 1-0 and improve to 2-0 on the season. On Friday, September 5th, Hiller Field Hockey hosted their home opener versus Holliston and got things going in the first quarter. Sent in from the far side, Hiller's looking to attack. Into the shooter's circle, and it's popped in. A nice score there. And that was Ella Fowler. Ella Fowler with the score, comes at 11:06. And the Hillers on the board. Set up, and Interante getting in there. Breaking it up and taking it away. And what a feed by Interante, and a tremendous shot. A one-timer type of shot by Abby Burke. And the Hillers lead it 2-0. Sent in by Carter. Top of the circle, and it's turned away. And off the rebound, putting it in, that is Evelyn Larder.
Hillers led 3-0 into the second quarter.
Field. Long extended wind gust. Here comes Halston looking to charge in. Backhander, and that is in. That was a sweet shot there. That was Olivia Ledoux, the sophomore. Sent in. Shot, and it's in! That is Ella Fowler with a beauty of a shot. And what a way to end the quarter for the Hillers.
It was a 4-1 Hiller lead into the second half.
And on Saturday, 5 p.m. start right here on HCAM. Good feed there. Hillers looking to attack. There's a shot, and it's popped in off the rebound. Sender is going to be Mary Finnegan. Top of the circle, there's a shot out in front, and it's put in. Madison Carter sends it in. Tenley Wynn pokes it over, back to Wynn, shot, and it's in! Tenley Wynn rings it in, bringing the heat.
Hopkinton took the win 7-1 over a good Holliston team to improve to 2-0 on the young season. Later that evening, Hopkinton Hiller girls volleyball hosted Holliston, and their home opener, Matt Clancy and Mike Terosian were on the call.
And that takes us to set point. Back to serve, Swang. Good serve, diving play there, and it's not enough. The Panthers take the first set, 25-22. Sid to serve.
And the famous do-overs.
Yep. Ooh, take that. There you go. So that was a big-time play. Just a heads-up play from the senior, 25-24.
Oh, boy.
Set point now for the Hillers.
I'd love to see it end with an ace.
Oh, my goodness.
Come on, Sid.
Good serve. Yes! And Mike Terosian calls the ace from the booth, and that sends us into set number 3. The Hillers take the second set, 26-24. Dos Santos back to serve. Another set point. Let's see if the Hillers can cap off a great third set. Kaylin has some trouble. Soph just has to put her over. Great reaction time by Soph. Gotta get over now. Halston uses it in the middle for O'Connell. Pops it over. Kaylin's there. Gabby does a great job avoiding the net. Big swing there by Evie. Halston's got to push it over. Gabby outside. Nice swing, but handled well by Dos Santos. Kaylin from the back row. Excellent job.
Fantastic.
Hopkinton takes set 3, 25-15. Match point. Good serve. Controlled in the middle. Dos Santos takes a swing. Kaylin's got it from the back row. Gabby outside for Evie, who pushes it over. Diving play by the Panthers.
Nice save
Pushed
there.
over. There you go, folks. Double hit. And Hopkinton wins set number 4. They win the match.
The Hillers took the win in their home opener and improved to 2-0 on the season.
Welcome back into the Hopkinton High School turf fields as we are just about ready for the second half. And as we enter half number 2, it is a 1-0 Hiller lead. And it was an exciting first half, action-packed. Some great defense, some great goaltending on both sides as well. And you know, both teams, they brought the pressure, and I'd expect to see more of the same in this second half, Morgan.
The wind seems to have kind of slowed down a little bit, so see if that has any impact, where Westwood had that as, you know, an advantage in the first half, able to kind of get some balls in space and chasing after it.
So was it Westwood that brought the wind machine
We
in
did,
that first
we
half?
did, yeah. We got all the tricks and stops.
Westwood in the white, Hillers in the green. Tom Nappy, Morgan Donahue happen to be on the call. Denise Untaki on camera. And we are ready to go as Westwood moving left to right into Hiller territory. Some back and forth here to start things out in this second frame. And a strong boot there by Clark.
That was a great boot.
Well, the wind coming back a little bit
Yeah,
now.
I was going to say, maybe it's just downhill, you know, that way. Maybe it feels like any ball that's kicked that way has just got some little extra on it.
But in the first half, it was a steady wind.
It was. Yeah, I'm just looking at the flag, and I don't see much movement as I did in the first half.
They put the wind machine on a lower setting.
Yeah.
And that's sent up by McInerney.
Nice pass by Stamatakos to Wen. Wen does a great job in tight quarters to move that ball. Possesses it very nicely. Aaron Gannon right there, Tom. 17 goals last year as a freshman.
Well, it's going to be interesting this half to see how both teams adjust, how they create openings and pressure situations.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's simple for if you're the Wolverines. You got to get the next one. You got to get the next goal. You got to tie it up.
Both teams playing a pretty tight defense, not giving each other much space, and that's what you expect, especially in a matchup where you got a lot of speed on the field.
Yeah, you just got to play the ball where it is. You know, you can't score a goal from your side of the field. You know, be able to do the small things, move the ball nicely. You know, be able to win some matchups, and when you have the opportunity, get a good look on net, get it towards the net, and you know, get some numbers over there. And goals don't have to be very pretty. You can get some, you know, we like ugly goals, you know, so rebound goals, you know, tap-ins. Those are they count the same, Tom.
Wen trying to set it up, getting in front of her is done. Along the far side now, sent back to Dunn from Marin O'Connor.
Stamatakos jumped on that one. She's starting to get her game going here in the second half.
Gannon sending it to Unger. Unger approaching.
Using that speed.
And crosses it over. There's a shot and deflected.
That went off the post.
And
Hansen.
off the rebound, and another one off the post by Izzy Hansen. Good pressure by Westwood.
Back to back, hit both posts. Right post, left post. Izzy with the off foot too on that one.
That's as close as you're going to get without having the goal.
So Westwood's got to use that spark, use that momentum, build off of that.
Along the far side now. And sent away. Back into Westwood territory. Emma Lou clears it upfield. And popped up there along the sideline, just kept in and now out of play off of Zuganatas. Throw in for Westwood. as it's the Wolverines who get the early pressure in the second half.
If the viewers see flurries, it's really these bugs. It looks like flurries.
Into Hiller territory, and a collision there.
Physical play there.
Logan McNerney colliding with Aaron Gannon. Looking to sneak through is Prisco.
Unger.
Stolen away.
The steal.
And a battle here as Unger matching up with Dunn. Throwing Hillers. Ashley McCann on the entry.
That was a great throw.
Looking to approach into the box and sent out. Wolverines trying to work it out of the defensive zone and popped out of play. That was Olivia Mason putting it off of Lacochi. With it now, Lacochi along the far side. There's Lily Clark. And out of play it goes. Off the throw-in.
Bohm to Bannister. Back to Bohm.
5 minutes into this second half. The Hillers doing all they can to try to keep it in the Westwood territory.
Good play by Stamatako. She advanced that ball about 40 yards, forced a header, which gets Westwood the ball in their hands right at the 50.
Off the throw-in. A good battle here, some good back and forth. That is sent up by Stamatikos. And out of play it goes. Back in Hiller territory, out of play. It's going to be a throw-in. Lily Clark on the entry. What a busy week for Hiller Sports as well as Westwood Sports. A lot of games this week, Morgan.
Met the Hopkinton athletic director down there. He goes, back again? I go, might have to come back tomorrow. I said, just kidding. We'll be watching from home, but you know, these are fun. These where they play the same teams, you know, over multiple sports the same week. Can't beat it.
Absolutely. Trying to find a seam. Bannister sends it back over to Mason.
Nice give and go.
Mason gets it to Travers. Travers with some space towards the box.
I'm going to say that was offside. Had a bunch of offside calls today on both teams. You see that?
Yeah, they're calling it tight.
Well, you know what? It's these rivalry games. You're trying to get into loose space, you know, in open space with just you and the goalie, which is a great look for any team. Hey, when timed perfectly, it's...
Here come the Hillers now. Looking to approach. Shot, and that is in! What a beauty by Natalie Prisco, who breaks free into the box and finds the left side of the net.
Yeah, great athletic move by her. She was able to take that ball out in the outside right, used her speed. She's got some great speed, and then took it to the net, found the open side of the left part of the net to finish that for the second goal and her first goal of the game. Put Hopkinton up 2-0.
That score comes at 32:47 left. And just great passing by the Hillers allows Natalie Prisco to break free, drive in, and finds the opening. Riley Colleran now. Hillers looking to do it once again. Colleran putting on the moves. And along the sideline out of play, it'll be a throw-in.
What a matchup that was. The little one-on-one right there, and had Colleran moving the ball pretty quickly. You had Mason opening the hips up to, really kind of force the angle, and it was a great one-on-one matchup there on the outside.
Along the top of the box, sent up. With it now, Lacochi sends it over. Aired out by Lou.
Unger getting the speed going. Can she get to the outside? She does.
Here goes Unger, trying to charge in and getting in front of her, Alex Clark.
Great job closing that window there by Clark. I think that's out of bounds, so it won't be a corner. But great effort. She came on a great angle to get a foot on that ball and to keep Westwood at bay there with the offensive look. We don't have a ball down here, so we got to figure out. Ball's going to come from the far sideline. Oh, we have another one coming down from the sideline here, so.
A ball delay.
Yes. Westwood, they have ball girls that sign up. So the youth players, it's really cool. They have about four to five each game, and it allows them to get involved, with some of their heroes. Some of their heroes, that are on the Westwood varsity team.
Yeah, Hillers typically have some of the youth players out there as well. But there's a lot of field here where those balls could go flying, so easy to lose a good amount of them. Here comes Dunn, and turned away as Lou bats it out of play.
You also got the fence here too, so if the ball goes over the fence, that's a lot of work.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Off the throw-in. Westwood throw-in. It'll go Hiller's way. Off the entry. And a nice move there by Marin O'Connor. She'll move it up. And a shot, and it is just wide by Izzy Dunn.
Some great moves to create some one-touch passing and then a shot. It was a great look there by the Hillers to create some offense.
Sophia Bertone set to boot it away. And popped up by Lily Clark. Out it goes. Throw in Westwood. Just over 10 minutes into action here in the second half. A 2-0 Hiller lead. Couple substitutions for the Hillers. Nita Clement and Catherine Chow coming back into the game.
Feels a lot better standing here, Tom, in this weather than it did in that baseball game in April when it felt like it was about 10 degrees out with a wind chill of 0.
You mean the 3-hour 9-inning game?
Oh, yeah. I had the softball game. You had the baseball game. Baseball game went to extra innings.
Clement sending it to the near side. Yeah, that was quite a day.
I think you were running out of battery and you beat the...
Colleran with a shot and just wide there.
You were running out of battery and it was a buzzer beater. They had the walk-off right before the battery went haywire.
The Hillers won that game just in time. They're glad we were able to be there to cover that action.
Well, I wasn't glad. You
had a bit of a rough day.
0 for 2 day for the Wolverines. Substitutions in for the Wolverines. They got 3 freshmen in there up front.
Westwood trying to work it back into Hiller territory. Here's Wen. Wen trying to get around Clement. Sent over by Stamatikos. And now into Hiller territory.
Good passing by Westwood.
Jurgens gets it over. Travers to Unger.
Unger chips it to herself. Wow, gets a...
Header just over.
That speed is just, and the quickness.
I'll tell you, Westwood, they've had good opportunities, and they have gotten in there on the attack.
That was a good look. Westwood had, I think, the head on that, too. I think Gannon was able to get a head on that, but just goes over the crossbar.
Taylor Scaff set to send it away. Gets under it. Chow. Towards the sideline, out of play. Throw in Westwood. Chow with the header. Westwood sends it back. Clark gets rid of it. Throw in Westwood. Top of the box. And a shot there wrapped up. It was that Lily Patos, I believe, on that shot. Oh, Wolverines bringing the pressure. Aired out by Scaff. Takes a couple hops into Westwood territory. A nice boot there. Lou moving it up to midfield. And now here's Jurgens. Finds Unger.
Unger, dangerous player in space. Oh, and fantastic play there by
Ashley McCann.
Bransfield.
Yeah, Ashley McCann got in there, got that
McCann.
steal away.
She knew that, you know, Unger had that move.
You might remember her from the hockey team.
Really?
Hopkinton
McCann?
girls
Yeah, I think
hockey
I remember
team.
her with. I remember the names. Callie Arthur was the name.
And by the way, we got some news about the girls hockey team today. I was talking with
Breaking.
It is breaking, really.
Yeah.
I was talking with Hopkinton High School Athletic Director Ricky Andrade, which we'll have the full interview available on HCAM Sports Talk, airing tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. So be sure to tune in. But the breaking news about the girls hockey team is the co-op's a little different this year.
Oh, okay. So I remember Nipmuc was part of it, as well as nope, not Ashland. Medway. Is it Medway part?
It was It was previously Hopkinton, Dover Sherborne,
Dover Sherborne, yeah.
as well as Nipmuc,
Yeah.
and one other one. Or Millis was also in there.
Okay. Yeah.
So this year it's going to be Hopkinton, Millis, and Tri-County,
Interesting.
as well as Nipmuc.
Got some studs over there. Was there some?
Dover Sherborne is going to be co-opted with Dedham.
That's interesting. Well, probably a little bit closer for them. You know, they just
Yes,
drive through
it
Westwood
is.
to get
It
to
was
Dedham.
really a travel.
It was. I was gonna say there's some teams logging a lot of miles, especially to go out to Marlboro.
Right.
Marlboro ain't really close by for Dover Sherborne.
Right, for Hopkinton, Nipmuc, it makes sense. For Tri-County, it makes sense.
Pretty
But,
cool though, like these kids making new friends from other towns, you know, and you know you're out there trying to win a state championship with a couple different schools. you know?
Absolutely, and you know, around the TVL, they're all friends at the end of the day. Half the athletes from the different schools.
They know each other. They play a lot of club together.
Most certainly, as Nina Clement sends that one away. Westwood really trying to bring the pressure here, challenging this Hiller defense. They know that they have to get a quick goal as we approach just under 24 minutes left to go in the second half. And that is sent up. Clark turns it upfield out of play, and it'll be a Westwood throw-in. Olivia Mason on the entry.
Oh, nice play there by Unger. Kept that in bounds.
Some good back and forth here. Wen trying to slip it through, gets it up to Unger. Unger crosses it over to Patos.
Patos some nifty moves. Works it back. Let's see if Stamatako's getting the mix. She's a great player. She's got some offensive, high offensive upside too when she can get a nice boot on the ball.
McGovern moving it back. Sent towards the box now. Header by Clark. Clark with another header. Back and forth they go. Good boot there by McCann. And now trying to break three. Colleran.
Oh, great move there by Jurgens. Looked one way and then changed of direction.
When moving it up and quickly approaching was Gannon, but the defense clamps
Great
down.
job. Gannon, you've probably remembered her name, hockey player for
Oh, absolutely.
Wolverines.
It was a pleasure to have the opportunity to call one of those great Westwood
Yeah,
girls
the playoff game.
playoff games.
You had a great call in the Maggie Ash game winner versus Auburn, I believe.
That was a really good game.
Yeah.
That was a fun
The
one.
late goal in the third period.
Top of the box. There's a boot. Hiller's trying to clear. McCann with a nice bicycle type of kick there.
I like the fight from the Wolverines. Still battling here. They, at this point, you're battling Hopkinton and the clock. Gannon,
And just off sides was Gannon. Yeah, I'll tell you, Westwood's bringing the heat right now. They're putting the pressure on the Hiller defense. Hiller defense is holding up nicely, but at some point you're going to want to try to clear the zone and give your defense a break.
I always laugh when it's like 20 minutes or even, 5 minutes left in the game and you're up 2 goals. On a goal kick, you're going to take your time on those. Let the clock tick a little bit.
No, absolutely.
Obviously, yeah, they do add up for the stoppage, but not all of it. Every bit matters. Shavings make a pile when it comes to taking the time when you're up a lead, when it comes to throws and goal kicks and all those things.
Clement sends it back. Upfield goes McCann. Clement with the header. Along the near side now. Chow trying to get through. Working the sideline. Gets it back up to McCann. Hiller's going to try to switch it over here.
I just love the Westwood still competing right now. Trying to get that next one. It's just, hey, you get a goal here, it's a completely different game. Then you see Westwood gets a goal, Hopkinton starts to play a little bit differently. It's a little more hesitancy when you can get it to within 1.
Yeah, right now the Hiller defense laying back a little bit, giving Westwood a little bit more space. But they know eventually once Westwood starts getting in that attack zone, they got to clamp down.
Mm-hmm.
A good battle along the sideline, a little bit too much pushing there, and Hillers are going to have a free kick.
And as we mentioned, got to take your time here. Getting to the ball. No rush. But you can't think the official's going to factor in all 15, 20 seconds here. Because when you have 5, 6 of these, it's hard to keep track of all the.
Alex Clark with an absolute beauty to the top of the box. Westwood looking to clear. Hillers have other ideas. Sent over to Colleran. Colleran looking to work the defender. Takes it up the box. A shot off the keeper's hands and knocked out of play.
What a kick and what a save.
That was a great boot from Colleran and some serious ups by Bertone.
Going to be a corner for the Hillers, who've shown some pretty darn good offense off their corners. They got a good boot on those corners where they're able to get to that back post area.
I'll tell you, Riley Colleran coming up the side. That's something you got to look out for.
That is a scary sight for an opposing TVL team.
And right into the box. Header and booted out.
Great play by Mason.
In the danger zone, another header, and it's wrapped up by Bertone. A good save there and a well-needed save to keep Westwood in this game.
And then Bertone flips the field, able to get that all the way down to the other end.
Scaff looking to get rid of it. A little bit of a hesitation there. Clark drills it up the far side. Gets by everybody, and out of play it goes. Westwood throwing. Unger on the entry. Now, were you at the Westwood football game the other night? Did they?
They have not played their first yet.
Oh, that's right. They start
on Friday. They're going to play West Bridgewater for a non-league.
That's going to be a good one.
That'll be a good one. They got Malden Catholic on the schedule this year.
Yeah, I mean, you see teams all across the TVL really up in their schedule, and that's for the postseason. I mean,
it is.
Only the top 16 get in now, so you got to play up divisions or play equal divisions, and you see a lot of teams trying to go to different areas of the state.
TVL's
they typically go
because you got multi-divisions in the TVL, so you have to schedule really good non-league games, and you can't be afraid to lose. You got to do it, get some points. If you get a win, you chip off a win, that's going to be very helpful.
Well, if you're playing up a division, even if you lose, you're getting some well-needed points towards the playoffs.
Yeah. And you can't afford – you could still get in the playoffs with a loss, but you're most likely not going to get a home game if you do. So
Right.
that is offside.
Ooh, just offsides by a step is Izzy Hansen.
He's not allowed one.
Yeah, that was close. That was
I
close.
mean, that one seemed like it was very much onside, but it's above my pay grade.
Alex,
Easy to say with a microphone on my, my hand.
Alex Clark set to boot it away.
That's a good one.
Good hang time. And that's going to get by everybody. Looking to track it down along that far sideline was Prisco. Out of play it goes.
So who are some of the non-league games for Hopkinton football this year?
Oh, they got Wayland coming up
That's a good
for
one.
their home opener.
I think Holliston played them, no?
They did.
Yeah.
They did. It was a really good game. Holliston ended up coming away with the win in that one, 14-0.
Yeah.
So the Hillers, and Hillers have played Wayland now for a few years, so
Sure.
that's become quite a rivalry.
Yeah.
And this year they added St. John's to the schedule, which will
St.
be
John's,
a great
Shrewsbury?
matchup. St. John's,
That's
Shrewsbury.
a big one. That's a big game.
It's going to be a tough game there, and very good opponent, but
Yeah.
it should be a great battle.
Absolutely. Then, of course, it's going to be a big battle on right before Halloween.
That's right.
Tom's going to be in costume, and we can't wait to see it.
I'll be in my best Hiller costume. Here comes the Hillers. Colleran sends it over to the far side. No one there.
Might have to get the Prices Right set where they have that guy climbing the mountain.
Maybe we'll see you
we'll
at
call
that
the
game
Hiller.
as well.
I think I might have to get out there for it, Tom.
You'll be dressed as a Wolverine, right?
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I think part of Halloween is the surprise. I might come as Tom Nappy. You know,
That'd be interesting.
I'll come wearing some. I'm not going to wear Hopkinton gear.
You just got to gain a few pounds.
No, look at you. You've been very svelte since I've seen you since the summer. Been putting in a lot of work. Love to see it, Tom.
Off the entry. And sent down by Clark. McMurray moves it up. Battle along midfield.
Inside 15 minutes.
Well, the Hiller midfielders doing a nice job not letting Westwood get too far into the attack zone for the last few minutes.
Hanson looking for Unger. Well defended
And-
there by McCann.
Certainly was, and it just kept in play by Lily Clark. Header along the sideline, and that time it'll go out. Throw in for Westwood. Paige Mullen on the entry.
So, Tom, what's on tap for TVL Sportsnet? Any fun stuff with that
Yes.
coming up in the fall?
We will have episode 1 coming your way very soon.
Very nice.
Probably about mid-October we'll have the first episode
Yeah.
of the fall season.
Shout out to Tom. Does a terrific job with that.
And of course, you'll be able to catch TVL Sportsnet and all throughout the TVL stations
Yes.
across the area.
I have friends in Medfield who loved the girls hockey coverage that you did, and they were sharing
Oh,
it.
yes.
And I'm Facebook friends with them, and I was like, that's the man, the myth, the legend, Tom Nappy. Behind the mic and camera on that. So they
Sure.
were introduced to you.
Jurgens sends it up. Scaff has to come out and wrap it up. Yeah, I mean, a big thing with TVL Sportsnet is playoff coverage. And, if you got those teams going the distance, we'll be there to cover the
I
action.
saw you at a Medway hockey game last year. You were doing live updates. That was fantastic. That is someone who bleeds TVL, green, red, blue, white, all the TVL colors.
That's right. Well, it's the best league in the state, I would say.
I tend to agree.
Unger sends it over, cleared away by Clark. And we're certainly happy to be bringing back TVL Sportsnet very soon to a station near you. A good battle here in Hiller territory, moved up by Clark. Here comes Chow. Chow along the far side, moves it back. And getting the takeaway there, Jurgens. Wolverines looking for an attack. Time running out. Sent down by McCann. Looking to approach. Colleran. Here she comes. Along the left side of the box. Crosses it over. And An attempt to send it out, and now it is sent out towards the far sideline, kept in play. Looking to get through there was Juergens. Stays with it, moves it up to midfield. A nice header there by McCann.
Good anticipation by the Hiller defense. You see the passes unfold and they're jumping in the lanes.
A matchup with Riley Colleran and Olivia Mason along the left side. That's been a fun one to watch throughout this game.
Yep. I mean, I was saying earlier, that was the matchup last year between Recupero and Mason, and it was a terrific matchup. It was, you get your money's worth when you're seeing, one of the best offensive players, one of the best defensive players going head-to-head all game.
Oh, certainly.
We're going to have a corner for the Hillers with 11 minutes, 23 seconds remaining.
I think we were awaiting a ball. And here's the corner.
It's a good kick.
And Westwood defensive header.
Ball
still loose. The keeper nearly had it wrapped up, but it got loose once again. And then we get a whistle. It's going to be a free kick for Westwood. Just under 11 minutes left to go. Hiller is leading 2-0, looking for their third win of the season.
Oh, it's a penalty kick.
Ooh, a PK coming for the Hillers.
It's been a hand. Looking at the Hopkinton coach, and he's
huge opportunity
surprised.
here. Nina
He's
Clement.
Like, I didn't know what was going on here.
Yeah, I think everybody a little surprised by that. Nina Clement set to take it. A penalty kick for the Hillers, an attempt to make it 3-0. Let's see if she can do it. Got it! Nia Clement on the PK. And the Hillers lead it 3-0. 10:34 left to go in the second half.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. It must have been a hand.
Well, you get a little too physical in the box, and a lot of times it's a handball type of call.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at both coaches, and they were surprised by it. So it's.
Well, the thing is, it was a mob of Westwood and Hopkinton athletes surrounding the ball, so very tough to see anything.
We'll have to check the replay.
In that huddle.
Yeah, I think I got a close-up.
And Denise claims she has a close-up, so we'll check the footage after. But the Hiller is getting a PK score, and they're feeling good right now, up by 3.
Those got to be, in my opinion, those got to be egregious, to call PKs. But if it's a hand is a hand, though, So.
See, I couldn't see nothing in that pile, so I don't know what it was, but the official saw something, they called it, so.
And no one knew for about 5 minutes. We thought it was a free kick for Westwood going the other way. 5 minutes go by, and nope, free kick, or penalty kick.
Well, if they catch you, giving a big body check or something like that, they'll call it.
Well, those are the easy ones. You're like, oh, yeah, that looks like it's going to be a free kick or penalty kick.
But any type of handball, that is an automatic penalty kick in that situation. And even if it goes off the arm, it's a handball call.
Yeah.
Here's Colleran. Nice give and go here between Colleran and Prisco. Along the end line and sent back upfield. There to collect is McCann.
McCann looking to get in on the offensive action.
Colleran gets a little tripped up, throwing Hillers. Prisco will take it. Nice job keeping it in along the sideline. Towards the box. Looking for the shot here, and it's off a defender and picked up by Bertone. We're under 9 minutes left to go now here in the second half. Westwood looking to charge forward and offsides.
I think it might have been a hand.
Or maybe a push call.
Coach Seth Lukash not happy with it. I can't say I blame him. I have a zip code in the 02090, so.
Back and forth we go. And a nice job by Lacochi getting in front of Bannister. moved up by Clement. Trying to get there, Colleran.
Good battle there by McMurray. She's a good athlete. She plays basketball, also track and field. I believe she had some great throws and shot put over the spring season in the TVL.
Sent back up towards midfield. On the far side now, sent back towards Clark. She'll air it out. And towards the box, we're going to have an offsides call. Westwood possession, just under 7.5 left to go. Chips that one upfield. Here's Clement. Nina. Over towards Colleran. Colleran looking for some space, gets it back to McCann. And a shot there, and just wide off the foot of Izzy Dunn.
That looked like her shot she had in the first half on her goal, where she did a little spin to create space and a nice left foot. Had some movement on that one too. A little bend on that kick.
Yeah, she is quite the leg.
Only a freshman, very impressive
We'll have
player.
to look out for her from the top of the box.
Yep.
And you saw the Hillers, they set her up a couple times.
I'm sure she.
And of course, she had that first goal at 4:57 left in the first half.
I'm sure as a freshman, being able to come to these games and watch Maddie Recupero over the years, what a talent she was. She's probably a hero of hers growing up, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Clara Bransfield coming into the game for the Hillers. Westwood subbing in a pair as well.
Yeah, Westwood making substitutions, taking off some of the starters.
Wolverines look to clear, sent up by Travers. Into Hiller territory. And Clark was a little casual about getting there, then saw Gannon quickly approaching. Had a play.
On the field for the Wolverines, I see number 4, Madison Dufour.
They're going to have a corner here. Just under 5.5 left to go. Westwood set for the corner attempt.
I also see Paige Mullen on the field.
Madison Travers, the juniors, are set to take it.
Yeah, she's got a boot. She can get a good kick on it. Had some good ones in the Holliston game. That's a good low one. Oh, bullet.
Yeah, some serious heat on that one. Sent back to Travers from Jurgens. There's a nice boot, gets it through, header towards the net, wrapped up by Scaff.
Onside.
We're at under 5 minutes left to go here in regulation. Along the far side, good matchup between Gannon and Clark. And popped out of play.
More subs coming out and swapping in.
Allie Desmond and Elise Jacomi coming in for the Hillers.
Bianca Gennari coming on for the Wolverines, replacing Natalie Unger. Gennari, the younger sister of Frankie Gennari, terrific athlete. She played volleyball and tennis for the Wolverines, and she's up at Dartmouth College.
Along the far side. Sent over by Bransfield and now moved up into Westwood territory by Clement. And playing it off her body there was McCann. How to play goes. Throw in Westwood. Off the entry, moved up by Travers. Putting on the moves, Bransfield gets it over. Prisco trying to find some room along the edge. And what a pass by Prisco. Shot there by Jacomi, wrapped up.
Great pass, great play by the Westwood defender too. Got enough on that where it got a piece of it where it had It had eyes for the back of the net until the Westwood player got a foot on that to slow it down.
Yeah, that was a great cross by the Hillers. Travers getting under that one. Into the box it goes. Clark able to bat it away, and playing it off her body there was McCann. Westwood throw-in. Into the box. Westwood would like to erase that 0 off the scoreboard in these final moments. Izzy Dunn gets under it. Looking to sneak through. Bransfield puts it towards the net. Sent out to McMurray. McMurray gets under that one. Sent back by McCann. Final moments of this game. Things looking very good for the Hillers as they look to stay perfect and improve to 3-0-0. The Hillers with some tough TVL competition coming up as well.
What's on the schedule for upcoming games for the Hillers?
Well, tomorrow we'll be live once again with Hiller Field Hockey as they host Ashland.
Okay.
And that game will have a 5:30 p.m. start. And a 5 p.m. start. And we also have girls volleyball
That's a big
hosting
one.
Westwood in a big matchup.
Big time matchup, rematch of the Elite 8 game last
That's
year.
right. Hillers
Westwood
are
had a
going to
big
be
game.
seeking some revenge in that one, you might say.
Yes.
And then on Thursday, it's Hopkinton Middle School Sports Day. We're throwing a
doing a
couple of
everything.
Hopkinton Middle School games into the mix, and
Gonna get
we'll
the
have their season-opening field hockey game against Bellingham, as well as their girls volleyball game against Bellingham. And then on Friday, that's a big day, field hockey against Natick, and we'll have Hiller football home opener against Wayland.
I think you got to do the middle school game between Hopkinton and Westwood. I got a nephew on that team.
Well, we'll see.
Put you right up on the big screen, or heck, might even just come out here with you and do the game.
What
some
sport is that?
post-game.
Is that soccer?
Middle school football.
Ah,
Do some post-game interviews, Tom, you know.
Oh, loose ball in the box, and Scaff with a save, still in the danger zone. And there's a boot towards the net, and just a little
missed.
too high by Charlie
Juergens,
Juergens.
That's a good look.
Good pressure by Westwood.
The difference in the game is converting on the pressure, you know, and the Hillers able to get those 2 goals to convert. Westwood unable to convert. Big saves by Scaff, but this is a game that's going to make Westwood better.
Well, I'll tell you, a couple of those Westwood shots go the other way. This game could have been a lot closer. You had that one attempt where you hit the post.
Yeah,
and
2 posts.
a couple just over the crossbar. So very good effort by Westwood, but it's the Hopkinton Hillers getting the win here today as they take it 3-0. What a great team effort by the Hopkinton Hillers. Great defense, and their defense was really tested by these aggressive, speedy Westwood forwards, but they held up very nicely, and a terrific job in net by Taylor Scaff. And the Hillers are now 3-0-0 on the season. Westwood falls to 2-1-0. Morgan, any final thoughts about this game here today?
That was a great game by the Hillers. I thought, you know, there was a lot of positive takeaways for Westwood. Liked what I saw when it came to the adjustments they made on defense. I really like the just the compete level they brought all game. Even at the end when they were kind of just running out of time, they're still competing. And then I like what I saw with the offense. You know, Natalie Unger really providing a great spark in her first varsity start, throwing the ball into space, chasing after it. Like you said, when they hit both those posts in a matter of 30 seconds, that could have been that's a different game, you know, with those going.
Right.
So it's early on in the season. These 2 teams are going to meet again later on in the season in Westwood. Might have to get you there for that
absolutely.
game. But you know what? That might have TVL championship ramifications on the line. If Westwood can, you know, continue to win the TVL large games where and even if Hopkinton continues to win, if Westwood gets the win, they'll have a share of it. So
Right.
it's kind of gone down that road the last few years for other sports. Do we see it in soccer? We'll see. But I thought it was a very, very entertaining game. I look at it as a 2-0 game. The penalty kick is always kind of an X factor and whatnot. But hey, they're going to take things from it, positive and negative, early on in the season, and each team's going to get better, and it's going to be an outstanding matchup later in the season.
Absolutely. Well, very impressive game by both teams. Hopkinton Hillers getting the best of Westwood here today, and both teams a little bit younger this season as well, but certainly still all kinds of talent, and I think it's going to be a really fun season across the TVL. It is just so competitive all across the board. But the Hillers take the victory over the Westwood Wolverines 3-0, and that is just about going to do it for our coverage here today. For Denise Antaki on camera, my broadcast partner Morgan Donahue, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for watching Hopkinton Hillers Girls Varsity Soccer on HCAM. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.